The term gooning has taken the internet by storm and is nearly impossible to avoid these days. If you're unfamiliar with the concept, it refers to the act of masturbating without reaching orgasm, which is said to induce a kind of pleasure trance. Since this is a taboo topic, many are reluctant to discuss it openly. You might not even realize how it affects you, partly because there's so little information available. That's why we're addressing it in this video. By shedding light on the subject, we hope to help viewers make more informed decisions. To dive deeper, let's examine what gooning does to the brain and what it's supposed to achieve. Although the term gained traction in 2024, it's not entirely new. The primary goal of gooning is to achieve what's often called a pleasure trance. According to a 2020 essay on solo and autosexuality, gooning involves reaching a state of extended sexual ecstasy by delaying orgasm. This sensation is maintained through a practice known as edging, masturbating until you're close to climax, then stopping to prolong the experience. Doing this long enough is said to induce a trance-like mental state or blankness. But does it actually work? And could it be beneficial? Opinions are divided on whether this sexual euphoria is real or exaggerated. Some suggest it might be a placebo effect, where the anticipation of orgasm makes it easier to slip into a trance. Those who've engaged in gooning or edging often argue that the euphoria is either overstated or non-existent. Ultimately, gooning can be boiled down to two main components: short-term semen retention. While not harmful, it likely lacks the long-term benefits associated with semen retention, such as reduced stress and increased energy. Compulsive masturbation. This aspect raises questions about its psychological and neurological impacts. Let's look at how this behavior could affect your psychology. Edging delays orgasm to amplify its intensity later. While this is a common and often harmless practice, using it obsessively to seek heightened pleasure, like in gooning, may signal excessive masturbation. Psychologists, including DRM and others, classify such behavior under hypersexuality. Gooning involves extended periods of masturbation and often heavy pornography consumption, turning these activities into hobbies that demand significant time and energy. This could push someone into or reinforce a hypersexual state. If your porn and masturbation habits interfere with other essential parts of life, it may indicate a problem. One major concern is psychological dependence. This occurs when someone relies so heavily on an activity or substance that they feel unable to function without it. If you can't go a day without masturbating or watching porn, this could signify a dependence. Over time, it takes more intense stimulation to achieve the same satisfaction. When applied to gooning, which emphasizes overstimulation, this could lead to long-term damage to the brain's pleasure centers. For some, gooning might even stem from a psychological reliance on masturbation as they seek new ways to heighten the experience. Relationships and pleasure changes. Consistently training your brain to need higher levels of stimulation for orgasm could make regular sex feel less satisfying. The comparatively lower stimulation of sex might result in erectile dysfunction or dissatisfaction in relationships. It could also contribute to, or be a symptom of, hypersexuality. Over time, this could negatively impact mood, increase the risk of infidelity, and lead to sexual dysfunction. That said, sex therapist Dr. Lori Lauren points out that edging in moderation can help treat erectile dysfunction and enhance sexual exploration by encouraging a slower, more deliberate approach. However, these benefits are limited to specific cases and don't apply to the extreme practices seen in gooning. What do you think? Should researchers start taking gooning more seriously, or is it just a fleeting trend and internet joke? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to Psych Insight for more content like this.